Welcome guys, welcome to day 2 of the Christmas Crunch. Hopefully you enjoyed day 1 and you managed to complete all the exercises. We're going to mix things up slightly today, so do a few different exercises. Much like day 1, make sure you have done a warm-up, as I say, just 5 minutes, elevate that heart rate, get the blood pumping around the body. Hopefully you don't injure yourself by doing a warm-up. Similar format to day 1, so we are doing 6 exercises. And we are going to do those 6 exercises 3 times. So 18 exercises in total. We're doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest. Again, Lauren will be demonstrating the easier version, the modified version of the exercise, and I'll be demonstrating the slightly harder version. Make sure you've got some water. Again, keep hydrated throughout this, so this will elevate your heart rate even more. But hopefully you're able to stick with us and get through it. But yeah, do make sure you are drinking plenty of water throughout. So, without further ado, we will get into it. So,
let's go.
The first one is, yeah, you can press
the button this time.
For the timer. The first one is scissor kicks. So this will be laying down on the floor. The easier version, fall flat on your back. The harder version, up, raise slightly, and all you're doing is you are scissoring motion with your legs. So again, this is all an abs workout. All 6 exercises do focus on the abs and the obliques, but with this one, just gentle scissor motions with your legs. So the harder version, keep your shoulders up off the floor. The easier version, lay flat on your back. We've got about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, go. So that's good, 30 second rest now, and then we're moving into mountain climbers. So a little bit more active than we did last time, but this is another good one to focus on the abs, as well as, you know, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of fitness in there. So to do mountain climbers, it's up in a high plank, and all you're doing is you are motioning with your legs as if you're running.
And we're just crossing them over slightly?
Just crossing them over slightly, go. The easier version, go slower. The harder version, just put a little bit more effort into it. Go as fast as you can. Do this for 30 seconds. Put the effort in. We've just got just over 10 seconds to go. Keep with it. Don't drop the intensity. Keep pushing. Got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good, good. Well done. So that one gets the heart rate elevated for sure. So have a quick drink.
Needed.
And then we're going to move into side planks. So last time we did the full frontal plank. This one, the next 2 exercises, we're going to do left side and right side. So, on your side, easier version, do it off your knees, which Lauren will demonstrate. Harder version, off your side. Go. You're just holding that pose for 30 seconds. Don't let your side dip. You're in a nice straight line. Keep your shoulder above your elbow, and it's just a nice straight line down to your feet. You just want to hold that pose for 30 seconds. If it's easier, put your arm up in the air and just hold that pose. Don't let your hips drop. A few seconds left. Go.
Move the camera.
The timer fell over. So,
Other
same
side.
again, but we're now doing the right hand side. So again, the easier version, slight bend in your knees, and you're doing it off the knees. The full version, you're doing it off your feet. So ready, 2, 1, go. Remember, hold the hand in the air if it's easier. And just as if you're pulling up on that rope, and really hold that pose tight. Really feel the strain down your side. Push your hips up.
My core's shaking.
Yeah. When your body starts to shake, you know it's really working those core muscles. We've got just under 10 seconds. Stick with it, don't let those hips drop. We've got 3, 2, 1. Good, good.
Whew.
Hopefully this one's a little bit easier. This one, We're now going to be standing on our feet and we're doing standing bicycle crunch. So the easier version, you just do this slightly slower, just get as far as close together as you can. All you're doing, bringing alternating elbow to knee. So we've got about 5 seconds. The quicker you go, the harder this is. So Lauren will do it slightly slower, she gets the easier one. So go. So it's just alternating elbow to knee. Try and get those knees as close to the elbow as possible. You can bend slightly at the hip if needed, but try and get as many as you can in. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then the last one of round 1 is the dead bug. So this is laying back down on your back. And what you're doing is keeping your arms upraised, perpendicular to the floor, bend your legs up, and what you're doing is you're alternating your left leg and right arm out, bring it back, and you alternate. So good to go in, 2, 1, alternate.
This is a new one.
So keep your arms up, and you are just alternating. Quite hard sometimes to get the alternate leg and arm going at the same time. It does take a lot of focus, a lot of coordination on this one. Good. And that is round 1. So again,
Grab a drink.
grab a drink, and then we'll go into round 2.
30-second rest.
So hopefully this one isn't too tough for you guys. There's only a couple in there where it's a little bit more active, the rest of them are kind of slower movements. But we're back on the floor now into those scissor kicks to kick off round 2. We've got 2, 1, go. Remember, harder version, shoulders off the floor, and it is just a gentle scissor kick with the legs. Really engage those core muscles. You can keep your arms up if that helps. Control your body and maintain that pose. Easier version, see back and shoulders on the floor.
Still hurts.
Got 5 seconds to go. Stick with it, push it to the end. 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Feeling it now in the abs.
Yep.
Getting a little bit warm in here too. Probably shouldn't want to jump up, but you live and learn, eh guys? So, next one we're going back into the mountain climbers. We've got about 10 seconds to go. So deep breaths, prepare yourself for this one. Try and stick with this one all the way through the 30 seconds. Don't let the intensity and the energy drop. We're good to go in 3, 2, 1. So cross your knees and try and get them to your alternate arm. Keep your shoulders above your wrists, so that's a nice steady base, and you're just alternating the knees. Try and get as many as you can for 30 seconds. Keep that intensity up, don't let it drop, push through it. We've got about 5 seconds to go. You can do it guys, stick with it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Good, good. See, that one's the whole body workout. Feel it in your shoulders by holding yourself up. Feel it in your hips and also in your core where you're really trying to engage them.
Left side plank.
Left side plank. So down on the floor. Onto your elbow, shoulder above your elbow. Easier version. Bend your knees like Lauren's demonstrating. Harder version off your legs. So ready? Good to go. Remember, nice straight line. Hold that pose. Again, keep your arm up in the air if it's easier, as if you're holding onto a rope. Don't let your hips drop. This one really does hit your obliques in your side and also your shoulder as well. Just try and hold that pose. We've got about 10 seconds. Really draw those hips up. Don't let them drop. We've got 2, 1. Good. And it's starting to to feel it in the side.
Other side.
Now we're moving on to the right hand side now. Ooh. Getting a little bit warm. So we've got about 10 seconds. It's a nice little abs workout. We've got 3, 2, 1 on the right hand side again. Nice straight line. Arm up in the air. Ooh. Hopefully you're sticking with it, guys. Hopefully you haven't stopped yet.
Keep going.
Keep going. Again, no one likes a quitter. It'll be worth it in the end. It's only about 15, 18 minute worth of exercise, and then that's you done for the day. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back up onto the feet. So we're not just staying on the ground today. We are working on parts of the body. It is primarily focusing on your core and your obliques, but trying to utilise all parts of your body to really hit those target areas. So we've got about 10 seconds to go. I am starting to sweat.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, stick with it. Ready to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got alternate elbow to knee. The quicker you go, the harder it is. Nice and slow if you need to. Try and get the elbow as close to the knee as possible.
Slightly easier if you struggle with balance to do it. Just slower, more controlled movements.
Got 5 seconds to go. Really stick with it to the end, push through. 2, 1. Good, good. We're back into the dead bug. Back on your floor, back on your back. So again, this one takes a little bit more concentration, a little bit more coordination. And we're just knees in the air, arms up, and you're just alternating arms.
We've still got 10 seconds rest.
No, just 30 seconds again. Onto the ego.
All 30 seconds.
Onto the ego.
Rest.
Ready? Go. Alternate. Quickly
I
go.
can't figure out which arm I'm meant to be doing.
You need to really focus on this one. Sometimes both arms want to go back. It is just alternate arm.
I just can't figure out the arms.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got it.
Good.
Oh, just as it's
That's round 2 done. Nearly there, guys. Nearly at the end. Oh, I'm looking forward to the end. Have a drink. We're back into the scissors kick. Scissor kicks in just over 15 seconds. So this one is a little bit more active than the last one. And again, next video, we will throw in some different exercises. So back on your back, ready to go in 2, 1, go. Remember scissor kicks with the legs. Keep your shoulders off the floor. Really engage those abs. Really get those legs moving as well. You might feel it in your hip flexors too. But this one really does hit the abs, particularly if you've got your shoulders off the floor. So don't drop. Keep that intensity level up. Push through to the end. We haven't got long. Remember to breathe. Breathe as well. It's really key. Oh, that's it. Good. Good. Next one will be mountain climbers again. So that's back on the floor. Just get the phone back up for the timer. Got about 15 seconds to go. Deep breaths before we get down and go into those mountain climbers. Remember, really push this one. Really give it your all. Don't let the intensity drop. It's the last mountain climber of the session. Ready and go. Really drive those knees. Hold the upper body quite still. Maintain that base, but really drive those knees to the alternate arm as quick as you can. Don't let the intensity drop. We've got about 10 seconds to go. Really push it to the end. Work as hard as you can. Don't stop. We've got about 3, 2, 1. Good, good. Well done, guys. That one does get you the heart going and gets you breathing, which is good. Back down onto the side planks. We're nearly there, nearly at the end. Got 4 more exercises to go, and then that's it. And then you're good to carry on with the rest of your day. So left hand side, remember off the floor, really straight line with that side. Don't let your hips drop. Arm up in the air to really hold that pose solid. It's really important that you breathe as well. Try and get that oxygen in, get it circulated around your body. Hopefully it'll help your muscles from tiring too quickly. I know I'm feeling tired. So I can imagine you guys are too. Got 3, 2, 1, good.
Swap sides.
Swap sides now. Onto the right hand side. And then this is the last plank hold. We've got 2 more exercises after this one. And that is your 18-minute Christmas crunch day 2 done.
Even though you've kind of upped the ante on some of these, they're still fairly adaptable and easy for beginners to do, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for all people of all abilities, really. That's the idea. Ready? Here we go. Hold that pose. Really, really drive those hips up. Don't let them drop. If you're dropping too low, you're not really going to hit those obliques. That's really important. You try and push those hips up. Don't cheat. Don't drop them too low. That's why this hand up in the air does really help, because you can really feel like you're pulling up to the sky. And just hold that, breathe through it, feel the burn, and good. That's it, 30 seconds done. We're now back onto the feet for the standing bicycle crunch. Remember, the slower you go, the easier it is. Maintain that balance. We've got about just over 10 seconds to go. I'm getting warm.
I need a nap after this.
Nice little nap on the sofa all day. We're good to go. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds work, 30-second rest, and then the last exercise. So, keep that intensity level up. Keep alternating, elbow to knee, as quickly as you can for the harder version, and go slow and controlled from the easier one. We've got about 5 seconds left. Push it to the end. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last exercise. That's it. One more. Back into the dead bug. After this, I am going to be dead. Because, again, I don't work my abs. I don't do much cardio. I tend to do weights. That's where my workout routine normally sits, but it is good to mix in a bit of cardio and a bit of abs in your routines. So when you're back, arms in the air, I'm good to go. Alternate arm, alternate leg.
I could never think of that. I feel like I was better the first time. Takes a bit of practice.
And you want to really extend that leg and the alternate arm, back an inch from the floor, and then push back. It's a nice controlled motion. Don't let your arm or your leg touch the floor. You want to keep them off, elevated at all times to really feel the crunch. And that's it. Good, fantastic. Well done, guys. High five, Loza. Well done for sticking with it. That is day 2 of the Christmas crunch completed. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to share it, hit like, and day 3 video will be out in the next day or 2. So thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for completing the exercise. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon.